What's up, guys? We are heading out to go pick up a 1-ton dolly truck right now. We are going to be, it might be kind of interesting on this one because it's unattended, there's no keys, and we got to go pick it up and haul it all the way to Port Lavaca, which is like 80 miles or so for us. So we're gonna have to go over there and find it. I think I understand where the customer was saying it's at, because it's been sitting there for a couple of days, I guess. I got the phone call first about this last night. They said they were gonna call back, and then it's now the next day and they finally called back. So hopefully it's still there and nobody's messed with it. It's still in the condition they say it's going to be in, because sometimes people out of meanness like to go and mess with stuff whenever they see vehicles sitting on the side of the road. So we're going to head over there to where I think it is and see if we can find it. Okay, so we found it. Thankfully, it's off the side of the road over here on this like super wide shoulder, so we shouldn't have any issues. Now, I'm pretty sure they said it was locked up. Oh, this door's not. Well, that makes that easy. I was really thinking I was gonna have to unlock this thing. Before I start messing with stuff, let me get my pictures. That makes me happy. Also, if you can, let me know what you think about the audio of this video. I don't know if you saw in the little preview there, or the intro, I had a mic on my shirt collar. I am testing out one of the Insta360 wireless mics with a little windsock on it. So hopefully the audio on this is not like total garbage. Bumper, exhaust, scratches on the fenders. So because this thing is unattended, especially these trucks, having to pick them from the back, and that there's a lot of distance between the tires and the back of the truck. There's a lot of overhang there. It gets close to the back of my truck sometimes. So being able to document the damage associated with especially the back end of this thing is really important. With it being unattended, I'm gonna take a picture of this. It's like a trooper, I didn't unlock it. A trooper tag to this thing, because it's been sitting here. Oh. Yeah, I think it's unlocked. Sweet. So there's no keys. Ah, man, steering's locked. Thankfully, it is mostly straight, it looks like. It's gonna crab walk a little bit on us, but it's mostly straight. So that's good. Let me get turned around and back up to this thing real quick. Now we get to do what I did a while back, and I made the wheel lift wider for the sole purpose of being able to tow dualies and such like this, because before the wheel lift was barely wide enough to tow a half-ton truck with like aftermarket wheels. So there was no way it was going to pick up a dually. And I have now widened the wheel lift enough. If you look, that's outside the tire there. That's barely outside the tire there. I can offset that a little bit. Float that a little bit. I can back up and turn driver just a bit. Yeah, see, barely outside of it now. So that's good there. I can still go over a little bit if I need to. That should be fine. There is no way this thing would have picked up a 1-ton dually from the back, which kind of goes into having the sling would be nice in some cases like that, because then, you know, you don't have to worry about how wide it is with the sling. But then that just kind of goes into, like, this bumper's already damaged. These thin aluminum bumpers, these new vehicles that are nothing but aluminum and plastic, you can't really sling tow anything nowadays. Don't care what you say, is just not safe. 'Cause I'm in the business to make money, not cause people money and make them start coming after me for damage claims. Look at there. That's awesome. I have been wanting to test this on a dually. It always sucks. Like, if I got a real wide truck before, I was having to try to pick it up from the front and either drop the driveline or dolly it. And now I don't even have to worry about none of that. We need to lift the boom up a little bit more. All right. Super excited about that. I want to stick this out a little bit more. And I'm gonna have to turn pretty tight to get turned around here. Again, let me know what y'all are thinking about the audio. I think I have it set to where it's set to like dual channel audio, so hopefully, worst case in the I get to editing this and find out that the audio is just like garbage, I can go and switch it back to the camera audio instead of the mic audio. But yeah, Hopefully I don't have to do that. But I'll let you know if I had to in the editing. So I've got my tow lights. And even though the steering is locked, I brought my ratchet strap just as a safety. Obviously I could put the seat belt through there. Do it like that. Then we don't really have to worry about it. Turn off now. This one's gonna be a pain in the butt. So I'll hook it from this side. Alright. Again, this is just a safety because it's already locked. So this is just a safety in case it decides it wants to come unlocked. Now, if you watched my channel before, you've seen me do this where I'll take some tape and stuff, like trucks, vehicles in general really, but vehicles are not made to go backwards very fast. So stuff like this, wind will catch it. There's not even a fuel cap on that. Stuff like this, wind will catch that little lip and this thing comes flying off. This thing is like not really bolted on there, it's just like kind of glued, and these things will fly open and then the door just pops off the little mount, and then I don't even want to know what one of those things cost, but then I'm liable for it. And my work phone's ringing. Now external recovery. Anyways, so you just tape down the leading edge. There's a little bit of a seam right there. I don't want it to catch. So you just tape down this leading edge where air can't get underneath it. It can't flip it open. You can do the same thing with tonneau covers and all that stuff, which this one, there's no tonneau cover. There is this thing. Throw that back there. There's really nothing there to flip open. All of our doors are shut. I'm gonna fold the mirrors in. Steering's locked. Tail lights on. All right. Probably gonna back up into here to get turned around, even though we got plenty of room. Probably just about make a U-turn and get back on the road, but we're gonna take advantage of not being on the road as long as we can. It's gonna kind of suck that the wheels are turned a little bit. And the front end kind of wants to turn on us. go. We are turned around. Kind of a cool little thing we're passing by here. I don't know how well you can see it. Those blue buildings over there, over by that tree line over there, that's the Bay City Municipal Airport, and that's actually the airport that I did a bunch of my flight training at and did my check ride to get my pilot's license back when I was a lot younger. So kind of a cool thing. I don't make it out this way too much anymore, but a whole bunch of good memories out there. Had a bunch of fun flying stuff, and yeah, it's good times. I need to get back up in the air sometime. We made it through Bay City, and we're on Highway 35 heading towards the little town of Blessing. There's a pretty good little rain shower up ahead that we're about to pass through, which kind of sucks for the owner of the trucks. They left the windows cracked on this thing, and I don't have the key, so I can't even roll it up. Start to see the raindrops on the window. You can see how it's all gray and everything up there. So hopefully it doesn't get too much rain inside of it. It hasn't already got some in it from having sat out there for a couple days on the side of the highways. Hopefully don't get too wet inside of there for him. Getting it now. Pretty hard little rain shower coming through here. How dry of a summer it is. I'm sure all the farmers out here are probably glad we're getting it, but the guy with this truck probably ain't gonna be too happy. The inside of this truck's gonna be all wet now. All but stopped now. See in the rearview mirror, it's all gray and rainy back behind us. Here we're coming up to the Tidehaven High School. Nothing but cornfields out here. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's like somebody plowing off over there. Or it's a dust devil, one of the two, or maybe both, I don't know. But it's all dust flying over there, so I'm sure this little rainstorm probably be well received out here by these farmers. Alright, so we are about 10 minutes away now. We just came through Point Comfort. We're now coming over the bridge for Lavaca Bay. which will drop into Port Lavaca on the other side. It's like a real long bridge that just kind of runs out over the bay, so it's kind of cool. The water looks great right now. Also, this is the start of the bridge. You can see the old bridge over there. The water looks beautiful right now. But notice that even the water over towards the house has like Surfside area has been like this beautiful like bluish green color. Check this out. Beautiful. So, anyways, about 10 minutes my time, about a couple seconds your time, we'll be over there to get this truck unloaded. We made it. First things first, before I forget, get my ratchet strap. I can maneuver my hand in there. Then I always get asked, you can get these things on Amazon. That's where I got this set from. Got my tow lights. How much battery has I got on this thing? 50%. Probably put it on charge on the way home. Get this strap undone. So I'm gonna extend this out a little bit so I have room to come down. Otherwise it'd probably crunch that bumper over there. Once. And also, while I'm here, we have a reason to come back to this side of the truck. Take the tape off. No point in leaving that there. Glad I extended the wheel lift. I'm gonna go ahead, pull forward, get my wheel lift and my boom and everything back how I need it. I've got all of my stuff off of here, my tow light, my ratchet straps, all my chains and straps and all that good stuff. So got this thing dropped off for the customer so they can go ahead and get her fixed, whatever's wrong with it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.